Okay, so let's talk about this the asymmetric encryptions a little bit more, right? And this slide shows this diagram, right? Shows how the the Alice used Bob's public key to encrypt the plain text message. So let's say this is what? This is Alice, right? Information sender. And then we have Bob right here. And then the Alice, right? This is a plain text message M, right? This is the plain text M. And so let's say this is the this is what Alice does. So Alice uses a Bob's public key, the receiver's public key, right? So it's encrypt use Bob's public key. So this is a receiver's public key, right? Receiver's public key. In our example, Bob, right? Bob's public key, since Bob is a receiver, right? Okay, so if we use the notations, so we have this is what Alice does. We have a plain text M, and then using Bob's public key. So I have to use the square bracket, and then what? Bob, right? Oops, Bob. So this is a ciphertext, the gibberish, it's a garbage, and we really cannot read, right? This ciphertext. So this is a ciphertext C, and you know that this is a C, right? This whole thing is a C, ciphertext. So this ciphertext is sent to whom? Sent to the Bob, right? So what Bob is going to do to retrieve this plain text M, so this is what Bob does. Since Bob knows his own private key, right? This private key is only known to Bob, right? So what Bob is going to do is, once I receive the ciphertext from Alice, which is M Bob, right? So this is what? This is a ciphertext, right? So this is a ciphertext. So this is a ciphertext basically, right? What Bob is going to do is Bob's private key. Use Bob's private key. And it cancels out, and is able to retrieve, right, plain text M. So this is a plain text M, right? Okay, so the next, so example of asymmetric encryption, algorithms. It's well-known algorithm. It's obviously RSA. It's Rivest, Sharma, and Edelman. They are three. Rivest and Sharma is they are mathematicians, and Edelman is a computer scientist. So three of them, right? Three of them are at MIT in 1970s. They created, for the first time, they created the asymmetric encryption called RSA, right? And before RSA, right, we only have symmetric encryption algorithms. But in 1970s, Rivest, Sharma, and Edelman, right? These three scientists created asymmetric key encryption called RSA. And obviously the most widely used asymmetric key algorithm. And ECC is elliptical curve cryptography. So ECC is gaining a favor with many security experts as an alternative to RSA. So of course, the RSA is mostly widely used asymmetric encryption algorithm, but ECC, it's gaining its popularity. Okay, thank you. Let me stop here.